Alright, so we just got a piece of information that to the untrained eye may seem like nothing, but when you delve deeper into it, it's actually a nice piece of info that alludes to the possibility of Unleashed on Steam still happening. So SEGA of Europe, specifically SEGA of Europe, tweeted this: "We can't end such a special day without giving some Sonic Unleashed love. Redeemable on Xbox One or Xbox 360. Happy holidays." So it's Christmas Day and they tweeted a ton of free codes to get Sonic Unleashed redeemable on Xbox 360 or Xbox One. Now you're probably thinking, well, you know, that's their game, right? They can do whatever they want. No other SEGA account did this. Only SEGA Europe. Christmas Day, no other game got promoted. The only game that they put there was Sonic Unleashed. Now, you have to remember that the reason why this is a big deal is because Unleashed used to be delisted. If you don't know what delisted is, it basically means they don't restock retailers with new copies of the game. So when the game was fairly new, they weren't restocking retailers with copies of the game because of the reception. It even says here from Jurgen Post, SVP of SEGA Europe at the time, "We could make a lot of money on back catalog Sonic titles, but let's keep the number of Sonic games available under control, otherwise you can have cannibalization. If there are 10 Sonic games on the shelves with people seeing Sonic Rush DS or Sonic Rush Adventure, this may not help our overall strategy." So with 06 coming out and getting low scores, and Unleashed at the time, from the big reviewers at the time, which were IGN and GameSpot, giving a lower score to Unleashed than 06, they basically just shelved Unleashed in the sense that we're not going to have it in the forefront of your faces. We're not going to shove it in your faces like we would if it was a well-received Sonic game, like the way Mania gets all the praise and the promotion and they barely talk about Forces. If you go on the Sonic the Hedgehog website right now and you are a casual Sonic fan and you're like, what's there to buy, and you scroll through this page, you're gonna go, well, I guess Mania Plus is the new Sonic game, let's buy that. Oh wait, no, hold on. There's this Sonic Forces thing there in this little menu here. I guess I could click that, but I'm seeing Mania Plus, 9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, best Sonic game ever. I guess I'll just spend my money on that. That is what you call a delist. Now, of course, Forces is available digitally, so they don't have to even physically stock the game on shelves to keep it there just to get some quick digital sales. But they're clearly not trying to remind you that Forces exists. They promote Sonic Forces Speed Battle, the phone game, way more than they actually promote the main Sonic Forces. There was even a point some months ago where you would go on the Sonic the Hedgehog website and you would see Mania on one side, Sonic Forces Speed Battle on the other side, as if that was the main Sonic Forces. And even right now, if you go on the Play Store, it says the game is called Sonic Forces. Before, the game was titled Sonic Forces Speed Battle in the Play Store, and now it just says Sonic Forces. And on the iOS App Store, even under the game title, it says Sonic Dash Evolution, as if like they want some of the Sonic Dash reputation to rub off from this. Oh, it's not like the main series Forces. This is like a Sonic Dash game. Like, you love Dash, right? 200 million downloads, right? And then of course, by people like in the mobile game, it gives the name Sonic Forces more reputation, because now it's not just this main series game with poor reception, it's this nice fun multiplayer game on the phone. Like, oh, Sonic Forces, oh yeah, I got that on my phone, it's fun. See what I mean? So yeah, Unleashed was basically delisted for years. Like, they had basically treated it as a game that had flopped critically, and fans were saying they only liked half of it, so they didn't want to even act like it was out there. But over time, through Sonic fans harassing the social media about porting Unleashed to Steam, which I have no idea who's doing that, of course, but through Sonic fans bringing up Unleashed on Steam a lot, it's clear that SEGA are taking a bit more of interest into Sonic Unleashed, and maybe they're starting to realize that just because some fans ported 30% of the game into another Steam game doesn't erase the need for a Steam port. So clearly, with this backwards compatibility, they obviously were testing the waters to see if it had the interest. You have to remember that Generations got backwards compatibility a long time ago. They could have done it for Unleashed then, but they didn't want to. In fact, according to a fan, he spoke to someone who worked on Xbox backwards compatibility, and they said they wanted to see Unleashed on the Xbox One, but it was SEGA holding off on it before. So it was always doable, but SEGA were like, they don't want that game, let's not, you know. And obviously now with the social media being harassed about Unleashed on Steam and all that, they were like, okay, backwards compatibility is fairly easy, let's give that a go and see what the demand is like. So that's step one. So depending on the results of that could lead to a Steam port. Now, SEGA Europe tweeting these codes is also important because they're the ones who handle the SEGA ports. Sonic Lost World was ported by SEGA Europe, or at least handled by, I don't know if they hired people or whatever, but SEGA Europe handled the SEGA ports. And it's Christmas Day and they could have tweeted any game. They could have tweeted Shenmue codes, they could have tweeted anything. They went for Unleashed. It's like a testing of the waters, and I believe that an Unleashed port is still not out of the reach of possibility. The simple fact that they're acknowledging it is just a good thing, because they never used to. So we can only see this as a good thing. I urge anyone who wants Unleashed on Steam to, you know, buy buy Unleashed on Xbox One or 360 or whatever. I've got it. It's definitely an interesting piece of information that SEGA have gone from basically pretending the game doesn't exist to promoting that and only that on Christmas Day. And you have to remember that SEGA do things on their own pace. Like Shenmue took how long to get a Steam port? SA2 took how long to get a PC port? Like, you know, SEGA, they do things on their own schedule. We could be sitting there in 2023 and they'll be like, oh, Unleashed is coming to Steam. Like, SEGA are that kind of company that they'll sit on something for years before they do it. So I'm not saying it's gonna happen now, but I firmly believe 100% in my heart that Sonic Unleashed will get a Steam port. The question is when. I don't know what their priority is for ports, what other SEGA games they're planning on porting first, but if they announce the Steam port for Sonic Unleashed right now, I would not be surprised. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Does this tweet from SEGA Europe allude to the fact that they are paying more attention to Unleashed, which could lead to a potential port, or do you think I'm reaching? But that's all I have to say right now, so DELISTED out.